These aren't nailed down, right? I can take these and just use them for my own table.
Take it off.
It looks so pretty. As we all know, Thanksgiving is next week, a time where we eat comfort foods and allow ourselves to indulge in mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, sugar, butter, all the things.
All the things. But according to our next guest, Dr. Mona Vand, there's no need to fill your body with excess fats and sugar when you can eat a clean Thanksgiving meal that's not only nutritious, but it tastes great, and it'll make you feel good too. So welcome back to the show.
Thank you so
Great to
much.
see you.
So happy to be here.
So great to see you. I mean, that last part about, I always give myself a pass. I'm like, I'm just gonna eat all the things. And then an hour later, I'm like, oh God, why did I eat so much?
But you know what? You can eat all the things if they're clean and you'll still feel good. So we just have little modifications. I think this looks like a pretty amazing Thanksgiving spread.
And it smells delicious.
And you'll feel good after eating this.
I guess comfort food is different for different people. Like, what do you think of comfort food?
I think comfort food is like
This
butter and
plate.
mashed potatoes.
Right.
And these aren't actually white potatoes, so we'll get to that.
What?
I know.
Is it okay, though, to have comfort food every now and again? Once a year, twice a year?
I would love to rebrand the term comfort food because it should make you feel comfortable, not uncomfortable. Right? So it should make you feel good in your soul and in your body, and you should just leave feeling energized. Food is meant to energize us, not bog us down, and you can do that on Thanksgiving.
I would like to call up comfort food and have you be the PR and rebrand comfort food because it should make you feel comfortable.
Right?
Oh my gosh, light bulb moment.
Right.
You know what I found really interesting though is that you said that eating like this even starts with your pots and pans.
Yes, and this is a big one.
Yeah.
So one of the biggest things I want to share with everyone is to eliminate aluminum.
Yeah.
Okay.
So aluminum is very bioavailable in the body, meaning we absorb it, and lots of studies with Alzheimer's show it accumulated in the brain. It's very much linked to brain issues, neurotoxicity. So you want to use stainless steel. These are affordable on Amazon. You could also use ceramic. If you want to go a little bit more luxe and splurge for something beautiful like ceramic, you
This
can.
is the little guy right there.
The little guy. That one's so. Do you know how often I never use a microwave, so I reheat everything in this,
In this
and it's
little
so
guy.
convenient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, people also line their pans with aluminum foil.
Exactly. So
I
I know people love to use these for Thanksgiving, and they're convenient. If you have to, get some unbleached parchment paper, which we have here. If you get the one that's not unbleached, it has chlorine, and that's also going to leach into your food. So just put that over it, and that's a second. And if you are going to use nonstick, because even the ones that say we're cleaner, these are tried and true. They've been used for years. We know they're safe. If you do have to use nonstick, I would say use it on low heat and don't use a metal spatula.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to teach the 87-year-old mother.
I know.
She likes old school.
She loves the old school. Let's talk turkey.
Okay.
Shall we? What's happening here?
So turkey, the one thing you want to look for, if you want to go best of the best clean-wise, pasture-raised. I know it's so confusing. It's like free range or antibiotic. So you want to look for pasture-raised, antibiotic-free, and hormone-free because remember, everything they eat, we eat. And if they're being given antibiotics, then we can get that antibiotic resistance, which means in 10 years, if we're constantly exposed to it, our amoxicillin might not be as effective because we build up resistance in the body, and we can still get that from meat.
Tell us again, look for what in your turkey?
Pasture-raised is the best. If you can't find pasture-raised, the next one is free-range, which is still better, and then hormone-free, antibiotic-free.
Okay.
All right. And you also brought a lot of sides.
Yes, we've got a lot of sides. So the stuffing, I think, is an interesting one because one way to make this healthy is by using a true sourdough bread. True sourdough is so good for your gut. It has 80% less gluten than regular bread. So even for people who try to avoid gluten, this might be a day where you can be like, it's not really going to bother you as much, you know?
True sourdough.
Get like
sourdough.
Sometimes they take other companies will take a bread and add a sour flavor and call it sourdough. Yes, but when it's really slow fermented, a good quality sourdough, it's good for your gut.
I like that. All right. Now you mentioned these are not true blue white potatoes?
The white, yeah. So, you know, I think it's fun to mix in. So this is actually celery root, celeriac.
This?
Yes, and it looks,
way.
yes, and it honestly gives you, taste some and see what you think. Even if you don't want to fully give up the white potatoes, do a mix. So you're not eating so much, and it's a little less starchy, easier on the gut.
This is celery root.
Celery root, just pureed celery root.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I know, add a little rosemary.
Really
you can get fancy with it. Truffle.
What are you doing on Wednesday night? You wanna...
I got you.
Really
I need
good.
I got you. Isn't it good?
That is really good.
I want that recipe.
And what is
I
it
have all the
called
recipes.
in the grocery store? People
Celery root.
Celery
It
root.
goes by two names, celeriac or celery root.
I like that. I'm going
Either
in for
one.
one more.
I know, so
Cranberry?
much, sorry.
So then we're also trying to just eliminate the processed sugar. So if you're going to make cranberry sauce, try using something natural like maple syrup, coconut sugar instead of white sugar.
Okay.
If you do want to use cane sugar, I'd recommend getting organic because it's so often GMO.
Sure.
Yeah. So, but I would try swapping out for like a maple. Coconut nectar is an interesting one.
Okay.
Something more natural.
I like all of it.
And I really wanted to recommend a little bit of raw food on the table because it
yeah.
has natural enzymes.
You're
which
going
will help you
to show us a
digest.
trick.
Okay, so kale on its own can be really dry and not pleasant.
And not great.
Exactly. But if you shave it, which you don't need anything fancy for, you just have to roll it like this tight.
Oh,
okay.
And you can take a knife and you just cut it and it basically makes it shaved, these little shaves.
Oh.
And then massage it just
Yeah.
for a few minutes with a little olive oil. This makes a world of difference.
Okay.
You know how sometimes a kale salad's delicious and other times it's dry
It's
and gross?
hideous.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
And
Okay.
finally,
Dessert.
Dessert. Okay.
You made a clean dessert?
how
Yes.
is that pot? That's pot.
So remember,
not pot.
we're talking chemicals, not calories.
Okay.
So we're talking
Fair.
clean. So you could go with an organic flour. You could do an almond flour, oat flour, using the clean sweeteners. One thing I really highly recommend too is taking advantage of coconut because it's so naturally sweet. It's also nut-free. It's dairy-free, so you don't have to make a million desserts for
Right.
everyone. It gives a natural sweetness. We used coconut milk in this, and this is actually coconut whipped. So you can just,
way.
yeah, a nice little
Oh my
coconut whip.
God.
And using spices like nutmeg, cinnamon, pumpkin pie spice, they add so much fake sweetness that you think it's
That
sweet.
you think it's sweet.
Exactly.
Now, tips for storing
Oh
your
my gosh,
food. Yeah.
I'm so glad you asked
Leftovers.
this. So number one, if you leave things in the refrigerator more than 24 hours, they actually start to accumulate mold and bacteria, which
good for me.
Exactly, which can really,
great.
but everyone wants the leftovers.
Right.
Yes.
I say immediately freeze, then you're not pressured to eat it for the next 3 days.
Immediately freeze.
You can save it the next week. And a lot of people don't know that you can freeze in glass.
Yeah.
You just have to get Barisolate glass mason jars. You don't want to try to eliminate plastic
Yeah.
as much as possible.
Okay.
These are so inexpensive. They stack easily in the freezer. I feel like they're easy to
Do what she said.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just do what she
We got all the tips
said.
in.
Love it.
Mona, thank you so much.
Thank you for
Mona,
having me.
I'm getting after that pumpkin pie.
And I want more of the not potato, and no potato.
The non-potato potato.
For more clean eating tips and ideas, follow Dr. Mona Vand on Instagram at Mona Vand.